got to do something about this. What do I do? You must talk about any issue that you're going through. I didn't want to end up an angry, hateful person. He wanted to say sorry, and I wanted to see him, and I wanted to go through the forgiveness process face to face. And that's what I did.
Hello, I'm Ida Buttrose. When I first heard Sandy McGregor at a conference, I couldn't believe what I was hearing. He had such compassion, guts, and belief. A highly decorated soldier, Sandy lost his 3 teenage daughters and their friend when they were shot dead 14 years ago in their Sydney home. Few people would ever get their life back together again after such an event. But Sandy went much further than that, further than most would believe possible, or perhaps even desirable. This is his story.
He's been through some terribly hardening experiences in his life. He will pretend to be a hard man because he's army. He's really a big softie.
A shotgun was used to kill the girls.
I felt a chill go through me. I had to think more about Sandy facing the murderer of his daughters.
To actually go and peacefully confront someone who's killed them, your own loved ones, in cold blood, takes a lot of guts.
There is no way that any one of us would have thought that he would have accepted it this way. We thought that he would be a vengeful person.
I think there's definitely parallels between Dad meeting with the Vietnamese in Vietnam and him going to Grafton to see the guy who killed the girls. 30 years ago, they were fighting against each other, willing to kill.
He has that compassion and always had it.
Welcome to the show, Sandy.
Thank you, Bert.
Good to have you here.
Welcome to Sandy McGregor. Sandy, good morning.
Good morning, Jim.
After the break, the remarkable recovery of Sandy McGregor.
Sandy, welcome to in Brisbane today this morning.
Thank you, Fiona.
Please welcome Sandy McGregor, ladies and gentlemen.
Sandy is here to talk about his new book, Switch On to Your Inner Strength. Let's talk about your inner strength for the 2 purposes of our conversation this morning. Number one, the magnificent work you did in Vietnam, your memories of same, when you were a tunnel rat.
Yes.
Explain what a tunnel rat was.
Well, a tunnel rat is that goes down the tunnels to get out the information that's inside them. We were the first people down tunnels.
So, what was the experience like first up when you first were required to do it?
Yeah.
One would imagine that it would be the most frightening in the world.
It was. You know, there's no. I don't hide from that. It was frightening. I mean, the very first tunnel that I went down was I had a man holding my legs, you know, going down head first, not knowing what was there, a pistol in one hand, a torch in another, a bayonet, trying to find the booby traps, you know, this sort of thing, and we didn't know whether there were corners, whether we were going down through trapdoors or anything. So the first one was like, oh.
Sandy McGregor, author of this book, Peace of Mind, actually started using the techniques he writes about when his son developed asthma. His son used the techniques to help him with asthma. It was invaluable to him some years later when his daughters were tragically killed. Sandy, welcome to in Brisbane today this morning.
Thank you, Fiona.
Now, it's great to see a book like this come out, but first of all, perhaps you can tell us what happened with your daughters, because that was a major happening in your life.
Well, it was in January '87 that 3 girls, that's two twins and a 16-year-old, so they were 19 and 16. They were actually murdered along with their friend by a paranoid schizophrenic who burst into their home. He knew one of them and he killed them all in the space of 2 or 3 minutes.
Remarkably, almost unbelievably, Sandy found a way to forgive him.
I would bring Madrell to my mind, I would think about the God within him, and then I would say, I unconditionally forgive you for the murder of my 3 daughters.
I forgive you, but I don't accept what you did.
I don't accept in any way, shape or form what you did, but I do forgive you for this act. Now, you know, what he does with forgiveness is up to him. I am only doing it for me, not for him. Please, let me make that clear. I'm doing it for me, not for him. As soon as I realized that I'm having negative thoughts, then I knew that that would make me another victim.
Sandy McGregor is no stranger to death. He's seen comrades die in war and won the Military Cross in Vietnam for chasing the Viet Cong down tunnels. There were no prizes for softies in that war, and Sandy didn't make it to Colonel without making some tough decisions. He's no bleeding heart. Do you think some people will go, my God, how can that man forgive the person that killed his 3 girls? How can anyone do that?
Yes, I can certainly understand that, and I've got friends who are in the same situation that haven't done it, right, and can't do it, and can't bring themselves to do it. And that is fine. That's their journey. If they could really understand what the forgiveness process is about, that would be more important, because the forgiveness process is, hey, I'm doing it for me, not for that person.
There's a man in New Zealand who we've just interviewed. He can't let go and he wants to get this person.
Yes.
What would you say to him if you were face to face?
I guess, you know, what I could talk about was talk about my own journey and talk about what happened to me and talk about what the forgiveness process is and ask him, is it doing him any good by hanging on to hostility? Does he gain by it? Is he improving his health or is he making his health worse? Does it make him feel better or does it make him feel worse? Why let the guy win again, is what I'd say.
Sandy McGregor and Mark Middleton will be on our website at the end of the program.